around those things.
Well, I think so.
But it's like number 115.
Yeah, I didn't realize it.
How are you?
Yeah, and Python and
Stop.
Bash,
I was thinking about bringing a treat, but can you wait until Tuesday?
none of them were
I'm probably gonna eat between now and Tuesday.
Huh?
I'm probably gonna eat between now and Tuesday.
Which is the pain when you're trying to write a code because you have to compile it, see if it runs until you would fail and then go back, recompile, recompile until you're done.
And I'll sleep for like
And it's
16
just not
hours, 20 hours out of the day.
So, what is your guess? What we will be doing today?
Peer review.
Yeah, that.
What does it mean?
We're gonna exchange, read, say what's bad, say what's good.
You do not need me. You can like self-organize and do it. So, we are in class of computational chemistry, as you can imagine by today, and we are not spherical scientists in a vacuum. Therefore, we have several components. We get through theory, we get through practical skills, and we are coming to the stage of scientific communications, right? Scientific communications are not just for our own pleasure, but for someone who will read it and appreciate it and start shaking in the excitement after reading. So, we will mimic the real life, which good or bad, but it goes as when you do research for your pleasure, then you need to have an approval from outside reviewers to get it published or to get it funded. And reviewers are not retired famous developers of methods. They are peers. They are on the same career stage as you, typically. If you enter in the field right now, some of them will be a little more advanced in the career, but very soon they will be same stage or a little not at your stage. So you should think of the readers as kids who need spoon feeding, who need to chew food before giving to their mouth. And today we will see how close are you to this ideal. So it doesn't matter what I'm thinking about your writings. It matters what you guys are thinking about your own writings. And in the big life, it happens in the following way. You tell to yourself, I want to be a famous scientist. No, morally normal people do not say this, but suppose. I want to publish in high impact journals. Let me select the best possible, or like really high, like JAX or whatever. And you prepare manuscript and send. So you do not send directly to the printing facility. You're sending it to the editor. And the editor looks and tells, title is wrong. I will not just look past the title. Go to a lower ranked journal. Well, it happens, and they announce it on their websites that we are so competitive that we will not pass the title and abstract if you do not like. If you do not like title and abstract, we will not look further. But suppose that you have talent and you have written a nice abstract, and editor tells, yes, 1,000 people will read and cite it, it will be good for my journal. But maybe it has mistakes. And then he looks into whitelist and blacklist and select a good reviewer and bad reviewer and sends a paper tell like, dear reputable whitelist reviewer, we have an interesting paper. You have half an hour or whatever, a week to evaluate it. Please suggest whether you recommend to accept it, and if you see some insufficiency, some deficiency, make them explicit. Or if you have arguments to publish it, also list it. And then the reviewers are getting some prompts, some templates or a list of questions what to answer. And then they either ask their postdocs and graduate students to do it instead of them, which some of you may experience in your career or will experience soon. Or they are doing it as always with reviewing, on the record, in the last 5 minutes before deadline or 3 days after deadline by after a drink when a shaking wedding airplane is when they're in inappropriate environment. And if something is not looking good, then irritated reviewer writes it immediately in exaggerated form. So be prepared that some people are not judging you fair. So in order to get fair judgment, you need to be above. Enough belletristics. How do we do it practically? So we will play a game. I want to play an editor, and you guys will play two roles, authors and reviewers. So the game will go this way. So you author sends the paper to the editorial office. The office sends the paper to the reviewer, and then reviewer has, in our case, class ends in 50 minutes, so about 10-15 minutes per paper, writes report, and sends it back to the office, and office sends it back to the author. And then the author sees, everything is bad, it's not acceptable. I do not know what you are doing in science, or maybe something is good, but you need to rerun everything from scratch. And then reviewer takes this report and makes some improvements. And the only function of the office is to keep the name of reviewer in secret, so that people do not fight when they meet each other. Good? So you are submitting 2 papers, well, 1 paper in 3 copies, and then it goes to 2 or 3 reviewers. 10-15 minutes per review. And I will also provide templates, which, well, you are invited. You are free to write anything you like. And before submitting, you can scratch with black ink your name if you want. And I will ask those who will be reviewing not writing their names if they fear a conflict. So there will be a template indicating what to look at. Like it can be either deep scientific aspects or can be very little cheap piece aspects of like other lines thick enough. So your lines are too thin, they will be not visible, the whole paper is bad. Sometimes you get reviews like this. Template. So you combine your review on a template and send it back, and you're also welcome to make your editorial comments on the actual papers with red ink.
My last one was about to die, so. Yeah. Leave pencil slope into that.
Okay, so
I also use the pens that I take in my lab. But when you're writing something down that you want to emphasize, what do those?
submission time. No.
I was being very.
Those are
Yeah.
two different.
Yeah, and it's overall.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, 9. What I'm doing wrong? Oh, I'm doing everything right.
Yeah, it needs to extract the machine.
So now you just sit and relax and wait until you get something to review.
When I was using it, thank you.
Right forward.
Thank you. Give it.
That's a huge.
Problem is I work right yesterday, but I don't have much time. Another problem is I did all calculation in mask. Is scribble. You change the scribble for last 5 or 3.
Okay.
We give him.
I was figuring he was going.
No. It is not random distribution.
Very bad, but his whole script written for 3 or 4. Yeah.
Or you can just delete that.
I didn't look at that. So what's the difference? What's the difference in columns? So you change, how did you change the So only difference in first column? Yeah.
I hope so. Otherwise, all my data is screwed.
That was my introduction. That's why it's long.
So you just copy and paste, so you didn't do anything?
I changed something, but not the single. Just loaded. I will be working on Friday. Said nothing. That's it, man. Then I do the set. This aesthetic is good.
Enough for you.
This just means that you're a good reviewer. You get all these things.
No, everyone will get something.
It's related to what you did.
Yes.
Oh, I guess it. Did you know what's here? Oh,
All mine are gone.
I guess I did. I doubt it. Yeah,
Can
second
make
word.
a report on the medium cluster.
For this ones.
Freedom. Yeah, I did come down.
It makes it beautiful.
Really? When are you going to your holiday start? On the last day of
This is definitely yours.
I was going to do the meeting Thursday or Friday. Now I go to exam on Thursday. Final Thursday. Then I need to do the last day of this meeting.
Now we do have to.
Final meeting. No, I'm talking about the final committee meeting.
Next Thursday, the Thursday before the week that we do.
See, yeah.
I'm thinking you
Tomorrow? No,
We have 2 or 3.
I'm thinking to do another meeting at least. In between. In between.
not this, not.
This is definitely yours.
No, we have a meeting with two. I don't know, maybe.
Thank you.
Who's not busy?
Thank you.
Signature. Okay, very good. Lift hands if you have only one paper to review. Please give hands if you have only two papers to review. Okay. Too many. Please lift hands if you have three papers to review. Okay, so anyone else except those two.
And it's two.
A couple for myself. And here is a browsing stapler. If you want it to be thrown to someone, please request.
Thrown?
Huh?
Thrown to
Yeah. Well, if you need it.
I was joking at you saying thrown. Do you want the top copy to be stapled to anything?
Are you done completely? Do you have class in 5 minutes, or you want to?
We don't have class today.
Oh, okay.
There's even though he or she tried to mark out who it was.
We do know each other's project. They've been up on the screen about 40 times.
Probably not 40.
12.
Okay, that's more realistic.
Of the order of magnitude of 10.
Yeah, but order of magnitude for this one's not the best.
Huh?
It's within the magnitude of 10, it's okay.
Well, we only have 16 classes. I mean, we have 32 classes.
Everything what we do as humans is of order of magnitude of 10.
Except time. That's big 6.
Because 60 can be divided nicely into 80 bits. The reason at least 12 is really useful. 2, 3, 4, 6 of those. 4 divisions versus only 2 for space time.
I will pick up those that are ready because we need to rush for this. Thank you. Just to read them back.
Dimitri,
Yes.
in that, are code attitudes typically not have on-off singularities?
They do if you do key points properly, or if you take very long. Listen, ready?
This one. Do I need it right?
I will recognize who's. Oh, yes, two of them.
This one goes here. I'm not intelligent enough to use this paper.
So we have a couple of minutes to relax because there are no more.
Please take a look how to use stapler. Ready? Alright, there's two of them out there.
Can you stable in both sides?
No? There's like notes.
Agreed.
I just keep thinking of libertarians. It's coming back to me now. Just being hunted to death by this shit.
Do we complete that? So when are the final ones of these due?
Huh?
When are these due? Like the final copy?
Was it Monday or something?
No. Sunday night.
Oh, Sunday.
Sunday night or Monday early. Well, I will put them for processing at very early Monday morning. So technically it is until like 6 a.m. on Monday. But probably you want to sleep.
Sleep is for the weekend.
Tell them I may have to start doing that.
Just get rid of it. We are moving.
I can start that.
So we have maybe a minute to look through. So what happens if you're not completing your reviews in time? You are starting getting emails from the editor. Not really threatening, but more nagging, like, we have assigned you for a so reputable activity as to review paper 3 months ago. We need your input for our decision.
I hear that you get those emails somewhat often.
What?
I hear that you have a good experience with those types of emails saying, can you get us paid?
Well,
Yes, watching after getting that email.
if you need to complete several per week, then it's
You get several per week? Oh my
you
god.
have several per hour.
Yeah, but
Now you are ready for the big life.
these are like 2 pages.
Two page numbers.
Yes, experience. Just look on the figure
No one-
and check that.
No one will check that you have read completely all pages. You can read also 2 pages. Not for the record.
Boards, because then I would have had to read like 5
No,
pages.
this would be easy because of all introduction. I don't have enough result.
Which I thought you did that to be able to do mini.
Are we waiting for 3 more?
Introduction is okay.
So
Introduction part is okay.
just put all good, all bad as a final conclusion.
Oh, there's a main interpret.
Let me take it.
Did you? Well, two more.
Oh, one in my bag. It was perfect though, it went straight into where I needed it.
So you have a degree in martial arts?
I'm a black belt.
Okay. So you are practicing it now.
My favorite was the knife hand. No. I'll show you. Oh wait, they're on Facebook. No, but you put the board up like this, freestanding, you come, and you. That was my favorite.
I can knock boards over too.
No, you break it in half. Even though I did have to kick
Whatever is
like this much above my head and break it.
Based on the style of your motion, I have a question. Does your brand of martial arts has exercises with weapons, like swords, or not much?
Not at my school. There was a guy who did it with the little sights.
So right now you are getting
Even when I was back.
acknowledgement letter from the editors. Thank you for your much appreciated service to the journal. And as an authors, you are getting letter from the editor telling like reviewers enthusiastically considered and provided, and I request additional revision before it can be published. Please, before you go, please look through and make sure that what you're getting back is actually your work. Because sometimes editorial office make errors. And you're getting comments back where they tell, request some specific changes, and once you realize that it is not about your paper, it happens too. So, if you already see the comments, you may
Who got published as is.
you may notice that some things. So the main result from seeing your feedback, main big surprise that you are. It is a big, I don't know, discovery or discouragement that some things that you were considering self-evident for yourself were not self-evident for the reader. And some very basic primitive things need to be re-explained. I didn't look through all of those, but I'm sure many of you will see this this feature. So that something that was looking really clear and didn't need explanation.
I don't
It's in the back of it.
Oh, okay. So it is clear that we do not have time to, we are not in the tournament for the full-scale paper. Still, try to be brief. Do not feel yourself obliged to do like 5, 6, 10 pages. Just go step by step what is addressed and try to make wise decisions. How to catch the main criticism. Because there will be many small criticisms that you physically cannot address in short time. Identify what is main, put it there, and please send it to me by coming Sunday night. The final version. After Sunday midnight, no changes will be available. Your works will be printed in booklets. Those who took physical chemistry last semester know what it is.
You showed us them.
Yes. But even quick printing needs some processing time. So if you do not send, then previous version will be placed there and you may not appreciate it. Okay, thank you very much. What is the camera? Meeting number 29 is dismissed.
Your call will be disconnected.
Want your pens?
No, the pens are for you. Do not return them.
Nice.
Now you are consecrated into reviewer.
Trying to get from 40,000.